equation. Quadratic equation is chapter from 10th class, because now chapter 3 is over. Number system, it means real number, polynomials and linear equation in two variables. And then next chapter is quadratic equations. So today this video is related with the quadratic equations, that is related from the algebra. And now first here we have the topic quadratic equations. So first write down the definition of quadratic equation. Okay, then general form of the quadratic equation, and then roots of the quadratic equations. Because there are three topics now here we define listed. So first definition. In definition of quadratic equation, any equation of the form p of x equal to 0, where p of x is quadratic polynomial where p of x is quadratic polynomial of odd degree 2. Okay, so any equation of the form like p of x equal to 0 and where p of x is quadratic polynomial of degree 2. For example, degree 2 is called quadratic equation. Example, 3x square plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic polynomial, and now its highest power is 2, therefore and equal to 0 is given, therefore it is the equations. And now general form of the quadratic equation. General form, or maybe write down the standard form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0, because a is the coefficient of x square. If a is 0, then it is linear, not quadratic. So that is compulsory, coefficient of a is not equal to 0 here. And then this is the general form of the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c, and this is also called the standard form, because your equation may be in form of the like x first is given and then square is the second place and constant in the third place. Then first you arrange the highest power is first, then second, then you arrange in the decreasing order of the degree. Okay, then it is converted to the standard form. And now the second topic is, first here we define, second one is general form or standard form of quadratic equation, and roots of quadratic equation. Roots of quadratic equations. Okay, so any real number alpha is a root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c belong to real number and a is not equal to 0, then a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. Okay, it satisfies the given equation, that is okay, because now that is p of x equal to 0. If alpha is a root, then p of alpha equal to also 0. Okay, so now if any value is taking here like as a root. So now here we consider like p of x polynomial like ax square plus bx and plus c. It is a quadratic polynomial. And now here you substitute like p alpha. After putting alpha, you have a alpha square plus b alpha plus c, and then it is 0. Then it is called also zero of quadratic equation, zero of quadratic polynomial, because zeros of quadratic polynomial and roots of the quadratic equations both are the same, because both you putting then you satisfy your given equations. Like any equation is given, then you put that root or that zeros, then your whole polynomial convert their solution, the value of the polynomial will be 0. So that is the roots of quadratic equation or zeros of quadratic polynomial. So both are the same. Now the next topic is here going on, solution of quadratic equations. So now here we continue with the solution of quadratic equation, because there are three methods for solving the quadratic equation. So one by one here we explain with the help of some methods. They are first here we taking in the general form, and general form we convert into the following methods. Method for solving the quadratic equation, there are three types of method. Factorization method, by computing square method, and formula, that is Sridharacharya formula. Okay, so there are three methods for solving the quadratic equation. So one by one here we explain. First method is factorization method. Factorization method, here we split for like first the write down the general form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, factorization method, it means splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term, it means you split this term into two parts, and then you got the like multiplication here, because now you have the coefficient of x square is a here and the last term is c. So first you got the like product. First you required sum is b, and now product is product is a into c. Okay, so that is the requirement, because now you split this b, and now here suppose split b you into two parts like b1 and b2. Okay, so sum, it means now you take two factors, their sum is equal to b, and their product b1 into b2, which is a into c. Okay, so this is the concept of splitting the middle term, and then you find out the factors, and then now you split into the two parts. Okay, so like here we convert, or you write down here into two. Factorization method. In factorization method, first here we take the general form of the quadratic equation like x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And now here with like the factorization method is also related with the splitting the middle term. If you split the middle term like b into two parts b1 and b2, and then that is the requirement, you split the middle term, it means sum, that is b, and product it means a into c. Here do you have the constant like x square coefficient is a, and now constant term is c, then you multiply that value required as a product. So that is the basic concept, like b1 plus b2 you required b here, and now b1 into b2, that is a into c. So there are two parts of this quadratic equation. So but one more concept here we use, because now not compulsory always both the signs are positive or both the signs are negative, or one sign positive one sign negative, because now here we introduce the concept of like your constant term may be positive, constant term may be negative, because there are two options in every quadratic equation have two options, but this is the general form, like you generalize the split the middle term like in this way, and you find out there are two term, two factors, two value, two numbers, their sum is like you have the middle term, and product is like first into the last term. Okay, so that is the basic concept, but now there are two options, like you have ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, so now I want to introduce like your constant term c. So if here like plus sign is given, so there are two possibilities. Both the factors are positive or both the factors are negative. Okay, if your constant term is positive, then you choose the both the number like b1 and b2 both are plus or both are minus. So how you take both are plus, how you take both are minus. So depend on, there are two situations you form like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and now this equation is converted into the two form like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and second equation may be x square minus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, so there are two chances. If your constant term is positive, then there are two options. It is maybe x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It is x square minus bx plus c equal to 0. So now this is splitting this term, b1 b2 both are the positive, b1 and b2. And similarly now you have this value here, so that is a requirement minus b1 and minus b2. Both numbers are negative. Okay, so first concept is clear here according to the sign. If last constant term is positive, if last constant is positive, then both the factors are positive, both the factors are negative. So when you taking positive number, when you taking the negative numbers, first you generalize this idea x square plus bx plus c, because you have the constant like here. So minus plus may be here. So there are two options. Plus for both the factors are plus, and middle term is minus but last is plus. So both the factors are negative. So now we have requirement like b1 plus b2 is also you have b, and now b1 into b2. Again here you have a into c. The same concept you use here, minus b1 minus b2, that is minus b, and now minus b1 minus b2, that is a into c. Okay, so this is the basic concept, like your constant term is positive. Now we have the another, and we have the second case like our quantity equation ax square plus bx minus c equal to 0, because now constant term is sign negative. It may be here, maybe plus, maybe minus, but last value is negative. So you have two option again, one positive, other is negative, maybe positive. So there are your split middle term into two parts, one positive and one negative. One positive and negative depend on the middle term, because middle term is positive, it means you take the big number positive. If your middle term is negative, it means you take the negative number, greater negative numbers, and then you have the resultant value like in same split the middle term. Okay, so there are two cases you are arising here. So same concept like before of this, x square plus minus bx minus c equal to 0. So you arise two case. First equation is you have x square plus bx minus c equal to 0, and the second form is x square minus bx minus c equal to 0. Okay, so you have like two quantity equation. There are two formation. One is positive, other is negative. Both are negative here, middle term and the last term. And now middle term is positive, last term is negative. So there are two factor again you opted here like b1 and b2. So first b1 and now here you have b2. Similarly, b sign is negative, b sign is positive. Now you have like positive sign is greater, so b1 is greater, so minus b2. So now you take the condition for b1 is greater than b2. Because numerically first you take b1 as a greater number and b2 is a smaller number. So same situation now you also opted here, like there are two conditions again you form b1 and b2. Okay, so now b1 and b2, now b1 and b2 same condition are here, so b1 greater than b2. Because of the same condition, now here we write down the nature of the numeric value, not with the sign. b1 greater, it means you have a like any numeric value greater than b2 here. Similarly, b1 is numerically greater than b2 here, and then you form the condition minus b1 and b2. Similarly, b1 minus b2 resultant value is plus b, and now b1 into minus b2, but resultant value is minus a into c. So same case now you here add on minus b1 plus b2, so resultant value is minus b, and then minus b1 into b2 again. So therefore you have the again same situation, minus b1 into b2, that is minus a into c. Okay, so now we have the two types of, basically there are basically four cases, because now initially any quadratic equation first you see the constant term, because the constant term design the factors. If plus sign is there, so you take this type of situation, then you think yes there are two cases by if constant is positive, both the factors are positive, both the factors are negative. First you create like split the middle term, like the concept of factorization method. First you see the constant term. Okay, after see the constant term, if it is positive, then you think you have two situation. If last term constant is positive, so both the factors are positive, both the factors are negative. Okay, so now you have the like both the conditions you put in your mind. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 or ax square minus bx plus c equal to 0. In both the cases we have plus c. But minus plus b and minus b, there are two cases. If plus b you write down, then both the factors are plus. If minus b here, then both the factors are minus here. Okay, so the one situation is here, and now another situation, like your constant term is negative. Constant term is negative, so again think like when you have the two situation, you have both the factors, one is positive, other is negative, maybe positive. So again there are two types of situation you feel here, like x square plus bx minus c equal to 0, x square minus bx minus c equal to 0. So again you think about the two factors like b1 and b2. According to their nature of the numeric value, b1 is greater than b2, because now b1 is greater, so b1 is positive, so your resultant value is positive. So and product is maybe, because plus minus always minus, so b1 into minus b2 is always you got minus a into c. But now here the situation is same, but nature is same again. b1 is greater than b2. Now b1 is negative. It means your resultant value is negative. So therefore their product is, there is no change, because one positive, one negative have the negative results. So this is the complete information about the factorization method. Complete information about the splitting the middle term, because both the concepts are same. And you find into the quadratic polynomial in which you find the zeros. The same condition you apply there. But only one change there, you don't put equal to 0, because you have the polynomial, so you write down only p of x equal to. But in form of the quadratic equation, you write down equal to 0, because every equation have equal to 0. Okay, so now very easy point, you got the very easy concept like in factorization method, because there are all situations now we have illustrated, all algorithms here we write down, and now very easy concept now you got it here. Okay, and then now you do the practice of any type of quadratic equation, any nature of the sign given inside, then you simplify in very easy way. So now you got the concept for splitting the middle term or factorization of the quadratic equation. Now the method for solving the quadratic equation, that is one of them by completing the square. Okay, now again we have the general equation like ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Okay, any quadratic equation is given in this form, then now you write down the algorithm here, how you apply the method by completing the square in any quadratic equations, because now we have the general form, and then general form solve into the right here all algorithms you write down for the any examples. Okay, so you have any quadratic equation like in this form, ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then the first step is always you divide the coefficient of x square. Okay, any value given with the x square, so first you divide with the coefficient of x square. If no value is given there, then that is not requirement, you divide the whole equation by the coefficient of x square. Okay, so now here coefficient of x square is a here. So first step you write down now divide by a. Okay, then x square plus b by a of x plus c by a equal to 0. The first concept is over, x square plus b by a x plus c by a equal to 0. Okay, then the second concept is what? Now you bring out the coefficient of x. Now here coefficient of x is b by a, so first you take out outside. Okay, and then you half the coefficient of x. Okay, any value is here, then you multiply with 1 by 2. And now after multiply 1 by 2, b by 2a. Okay, so after multiplication you got the value of b by 2a. This value is squaring and adding and subtracting in all the equations. So now x square b by 2a of whole square, adding and subtracting. Okay, so you have x square plus b by a of x plus b by 2a of whole square and minus b by 2a of whole square plus c by a equal to 0. Because now here there is no change. Now first term you added and the second term you subtracted. here. So this is the zero like additive identity now you have, because plus b and minus b you got 0, that is a 0, like you have the additive identity 0 here. So but now use the concept and now you underline this part. Okay, and now the rest of the part you shift on the right hand side. So only this much part you have here, x square plus b by a of x plus b by 2a of whole square, and now equal to this minus sign, so tends to here, so it plus, and now plus sign, so it tends to into minus. Okay, so now use the concept, like here you have a square and then b square. So since here we use the concept of a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is a plus b of whole square. Okay, now here use the identity, because this identity frame here a square plus 2ab like b square. So now this convert into the whole square x plus b by 2a of whole square. Okay, now on the right hand side b by 2a, so b square by 4a square, and similarly minus c by a, so you are taking the LCM 4a square b square minus 4ac. So x plus b by 2a of whole square, and now here it tends to like square root sign here, b square minus 4ac upon 4a square, because now you remove the square sign, then here square root forms. So before of this you put the plus minus sign here, and now you have x plus b by 2a equal to plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac, but in the denominator you have 4a square, so that is only 2a, because square root of 4a square is 2a. And now this plus the b upon 2a, now you shifted here, so you have x equal to minus b upon 2a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and then you take the like here 2a, so minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, that is equal to x. Okay, so this is the concept. Now you have minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So for any numeric value, like here you have two sign plus and minus, so there are two roots. So you write down x equal to minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, or you write down x equal to, which is minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so there are two options. One sign you put positive, other sign you put negative. So that is again a very easy method. There is a very few concepts you apply in any quadratic equation, then you got the concept of like by completing the square method. So in this method I again explain. First you write down any quadratic equation is given. So first concept is what? You divide by the coefficient of x square, and then whole equation you write down here, resultant value you write down here. Then you bring out the coefficient of x outside, and that you multiply that value by 1 by 2, and resultant term now you squaring and adding in the given equations, and now squaring part, adding part you taking outside, and then the rest of the part is shifted on the right hand side. And now this rest part is framed like whole square identity, a plus b whole square, it may be a minus b whole square, because here minus sign is here, so it may be a minus b whole square, it may be a plus b whole square, depend on the given sign here. And then again now we proceed into the this simplification, and then you got the solution of the quadratic equation by completing the square method for the quadratic equations. Now I think this is very easy method in which only one concept or two concept you use, and then you got the solution. Okay, so this is very easy concept. So now we try for the maybe some questions you do the same. You do the practice for the by completing the square in the same way, same concept, because this algorithm you apply for any type of quadratic equations. Okay, now in quadratic equation we have the method any quadratic equation, and you solve the quadratic equation by formula method. Okay, so now formula method, we have the particular formula. But before of this, how this formula you create or you form this formula. So first now we write down the basic algorithm. How we got the formula directly given. Like we use the direct formula like x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. But how this formula you got it by Sridharacharya. So now first here we initially, because first we explain how we got the formula by the concept of basic concept by completing the square method, because by completing the square method we also use the same concept. So same concept you use, then you frame the formula. So now again I introduce the concept of by completing the square, but how you use this formula, how this formula is created. The concept is what, again you write down the quadratic equation into general form like x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Divide by a. The basic concept, any quadratic equation like you have the coefficient of x square, so divide by the coefficient of x square, then you have x square plus b by a of x plus c by a equal to 0, and then you bring out the coefficient of b here outside, then that coefficient you multiply by 1 by 2, so it is b by 2a, and now b by 2a you squaring and adding here in the given quadratic equation. So x square plus b by x plus b by 2a whole square minus b by 2a whole square plus c by a. Okay, so now this plus part you taking the separate out with this 3 terms, and now these 2 terms you shift on the right hand side. So this three terms they are making the like identity a square plus 2ab plus b square, because now here we write down the general form, plus sign here we use, so therefore it is only the plus identity we found here. It may be b by here minus, so you use the concept of a minus b of whole square. Okay, so now we have simplified b by 2a whole square plus minus c by a into the right hand side, then it is b square by 4a square minus c by a. So after LCM you have 4a square and then b square minus 4ac. Okay, so now first here we remove the square root sign. Here square root sign is removed, then square sign is removed to convert out right hand side value into the square root sign. So now square root, so therefore square root having plus minus, so you put plus minus sign here, and then whole square root sign is given, so separate numerator and denominator. So numerator you put as it is with the square root sign, but in denominator 4a square is given, so it is the complete square of 2a, so we write down 2a. So root sign are removed here, and then now plus b by 2a shift on the right hand side, so it is minus b by a plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So now whole LCM is 2a, so minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac. And now plus and minus of 2a, so x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac equal to a, and minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. You have two roots. Okay, so now basically there are two conditions, because there are two roots of the quadratic equations. So roots of quadratic equation we know that is alpha and beta. Okay, so basically first here we write down the basic formula minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That is the basic formula of solving the quadratic equation. Okay, in which you compare like ABC from the quadratic equation, and then you put here and then you got the factors. So there are two factors of this quadratic equation, alpha and beta. There are two roots. Okay, so alpha equal to you use like minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and similarly beta equal to minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so in this formula we use the concept of roots of the quadratic equation. There are two roots, alpha and beta, so we have the value for plus sign, we put that value is alpha, and we take the minus sign, then that value is beta. Okay, so now here we introduce the relation between the roots of the quadratic equations. So here we define the relation between the roots. Okay, then we have the alpha and beta, then we find the relation between alpha and beta. So first here we find relation between alpha plus beta. So alpha is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and then plus sign minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So after LCM it is 2a, so minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac. So these root signs are removed, minus b, that is minus 2b upon 2a, so 2 to cancel out, so minus b upon a, that is alpha plus beta. Okay, so first relation between alpha plus beta is minus b by a, and now if you compare the quadratic equation, that is minus of, this is the coefficient of x, and in denominator you write down coefficient of x square. Okay, so this is the concept of alpha plus beta. Now the same concept we use alpha into beta. Okay, so alpha, that is minus b plus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a into minus b minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Okay, so numerator and denominator you multiply, then 2a into 2a, that is 4a square. And now you use the concept of identity, a plus b and a minus b here, so minus b of whole square and minus under root of b square minus 4ac of whole square. So it is b square, and now put a remove here, so you have b square minus 4ac and then whole upon 4a square. Okay, so after removing the bracket, then you have b square minus b square plus 4ac upon 4a square. Okay, so b square again here cancel out, so 4ac upon 4a square, 4 cancel out, a cancel out, so you have c upon a, that is product of root. Okay, so sum of root and product of root you have like alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is c upon a, and what do you mean by c? Constant upon coefficient of x square. So this is alpha into beta. Okay, so there are two relations between the roots, sum of roots and the product of roots. So now that is easy forming. Now you form first alpha and beta, then you adding, then you got the concept of sum of roots. And now you multiply the value of alpha and beta, you find the product there, then you got the concept relation of the relation between the coefficient, that is c by a. C means constant and a means coefficient of x square. So this is the basic requirement of any quadratic equations, because we use the formula method, maybe like even you frame the quadratic equations, because formula for the quadratic equation, the formula from the quadratic equation. For the quadratic equation, formula is x square minus alpha plus beta of x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. This is the basic formula you form the any quadratic equations. Okay, so suppose roots are given, then you form the quadratic equation. Okay, so you use the concept of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, you put in this formula, you got the quadratic equation. So both the concept now here over, like any quadratic equation, how you form, like how you simplify the quadratic equation by any method, like factorization method, by computing square method, or by formula method. Okay, you find the relation between the zeros, the concept alpha plus beta minus b by alpha into beta, that is c by a, and now form the quadratic equation, that is x square minus alpha plus beta of x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. So these are the all methods, they are related with the quadratic equation, and this is the only introductory part, because now we use some examples and then solve some examples with the help of factorization method, with the help of by computing the square method, and then by formula method, because there are three methods only, because quadratic equation topic is related only very some points are there, because the first is definition, second is like the standard form or general form, third is like roots of the quadratic equations, method for solving the quadratic equation, and now application of the quadratic equations. So these are the topic, they are related with the quadratic equation. In next video we simplify some examples, they are related with the methods of solving the quadratic